Tonight, the team are called in to investigate the Queen's Ale House in Stockport, Manchester. The Queen's or Turner's Vaults, as it is sometimes referred to, is a much prized Stockport hostelry dating back to at least the 1790s. It still maintains its 3-room layout with the front narrow bar room including alcoves and a grandfather clock. Some of the team have been called in by the landlady. She has felt and witnessed a dark energy, as well as other milder paranormal activity. With the team being called out at such short notice, only lead investigator David Harasny and psychic medium Andrew Warrington Jones, along with former team investigator Rachel Barlow, could make it to the location. Whilst the team was still setting up their equipment, the trigger ball on the table started to flash. Then in the background, you can hear the REM side of the Mel meter activate.
Hello. Oh, hello. Wow.
The mid direction, I think.
Hey?
The mid now, I think.
Yeah.
Run through, Andy, what you've been picking up when you first came down here. Because you've been here before, haven't you?
I've been here, this is my 3rd occasion in this location. The first time I was called in to do with spirits up in the bar, and then 2nd time picked up, there was actually a portal in the location where we stood now.
Right.
I managed to close that portal, which did calm some of the activity down, but there's still stuff going on within the property. Where we stood now, I'm picking up on a man, woman and a child who were actually murdered long before this building was standing, and they're showing they're underneath where we're standing.
Right.
So what I was seeing when I was picking them was a field, and they were buried after they were murdered, and then over the years it's been built on and built on and built on, and now this pub's standing.
Do you think that the bodies are still here?
Yes, I do, because no one knew.
So they're still buried underneath the ground?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. I believe they're still buried below the ground. No one knew about what happened with the father. What I was being told was basically the father was in debt with someone. So they decided to claim the debt by murdering the 3 of them, the mother, the father and the child, and burying them. So no one knew this went on. They haven't been buried properly. They're not a Christian burial. So over the years they're quite annoyed the fact that they've been forgotten about, and over the years stuff has been built, and this pub's been built on top in the 1800s. But funny enough, it's only the father and the child who actually are active. The mother isn't. You know, I'm not getting much from the mum. It's mainly the father and the young boy who are active. The young boy likes moving bar.
Right. So they're not just situated down here. They can move.
No, they move about. Yeah, they move about. Yeah. The young lad likes moving the beer mats around upstairs in the bar. The dad's a bit of a funny one. He's a bit trying to speak to him. He's a bit quiet. It's like he's guarded.
Right.
Whether that's to do with what's happened, I don't know. I've also got from upstairs a male who's quite angry, quite nasty, saying a lot of things. He's following me about everywhere, you know, and he's just really vile, just saying stuff. Now I think this male is something to do with up in the bar. When I mentioned about the fireplace in the bar.
Yeah.
I think he's something to do with that. The fact that myself, you, other members of the group have picked up on this fireplace. He's not happy with that. He's not happy that we're sort of like onto him in a sense. That he's put something up there.
Right. Going back to this family that were murdered.
Yeah.
Have you got any names for these?
When
spirits?
I try to speak, it's like the dad's just shutting him down.
Right.
He's very guarded. He's very, you know, it's like he's shutting him down. And I want to go back quite far. I want to go back really, really far. Because, you know, he's very protective, the dad, but you understand that. And every time I'm trying to communicate, he's just shutting him down. He's not letting me, you know, he's like blocking me.
Right.
So, but they are still here. I believe they're still buried underneath. Also, this room itself is not right. The wall needs to go further back.
Right.
this wall, I've said this on my other occasions in this location, that wall needs pushing back. And I think if it did, we'll get more activity there. So it'd be interesting on the next door, property next door, if they have any activity in there. But that wall needs to go. It's not right. It's not right. It feels to me down here, it feels like a thoroughfare. It feels like, the same as upstairs, it feels like a thoroughfare. It just feels like a lot of people coming through, constantly coming through, constantly busy. At the moment I'm feeling really uneasy because of the male he's just really nasty.
So you're picking up anything up with this, the male then? His name or?
Every time I try his age, I'm gonna go mid 40s, early 50s. Every time I try to speak to him, instead of me, I'm being polite, I'm being respectful. I'm trying to ask him questions, and I'm just getting effing and jeffing and everything. I'm just getting complete and utter rubbish off him. Now, I'm always respectful with spirit. I'll never, disrespect them. So I'm being as polite as I can be to speak to him. I'm trying to find out. I've told him that I want to help him if possible, but he's just being so nasty about it. He's not happy what we're doing. He's not happy about us being here. It's like we're going to discover his secret, in a sense. The fact we're doing this, and the fact that we're the first paranormal team to actually come into this location as well. Yeah. I think that's not helping. Right. So.
So he's basically not liking us being here, is he?
No, he's not, because like I said, this area's not been investigated, so they're not used to this. When we come in with the equipment and the cameras and the K2s and the REM pods, and we start asking questions and stuff, it's like, hang on, what are you doing? What's going on here at the end of the day? And he's not happy one bit, and he's quite angry, and I think it is to do with that fireplace. Right. I think it is. It's got a similar feel to the fireplace like the Swan Online in Congleton when myself and the company's picked up on something being put in the fireplace. It's similar to that, but it feels like it's been hid. Something's been hid up there. Now, on my last visit here, I said to Paula, the landlady, to me it feels, if I was to describe what it is, it's something metal, something long, and it's wrapped up. Right. So whether it's an instrument that was used in a murder or something, I'm not saying it's to do with the people underneath the ground because it's a different time period. Yeah. To do with the pub in the past, whether it's something to do with that, and it's been hid up there. I'm not saying I don't know if it's still there in the fireplace, but it was at one point. Right. So
it's a shame that we can't do anything about the family that's been murdered here, because it's been built over now, hasn't it? So it's.
Well, yeah, it's been built. I don't know what was here before the pub. There might have been a property here before the pub. I don't know. But I'm going way back with these. Like I said, when they were showing me, it was just fields. There was nothing here. It was just fields, and they were just buried. And then over the years, it's been built up on, and you got the town now. And then this building's been built up. So they're underneath, and it's just a shame because they haven't had a proper burial. And I think that's one of the things that's ticking them off a bit, is the fact that they've been forgotten about. Yeah. Which you understand and I agree with completely. I do want to try and help him if possible, but every time I try, the dad's just shutting me down. Yeah. So is there any spirits up here at the moment in this cellar? To my right, where we stood now, to my right, your left, like I said, it's like a thoroughfare. I'm just coming through all the time, just constantly coming through. Now, I don't know if it's to do with the building or to do with the street, I don't know, but like I said, this wall needs to go further back. Mm.
What's confusing me is the stairs behind you.
Well, yeah, I'll just move out of the way so you can get that on camera. It's like, they're going to nowhere. And it's confusing me, and I spoke to the landlady about it. And
I wonder if that's part of the original building before the pub was there, or something to do with the pub.
Possibility, because there's no hatch there, there's no doorway, it just goes up to the roof. But like I said, it's not right, it needs to go further back, it needs to be moved. The young lad who's with the dad, the young lad is about to me it's like he's hiding and he's peeking around every now and then. Right. He's watching what we're doing. Now this young kid is very mischievous. Not in a bad way, he's not nasty or nothing like that. Typical young lad. the landlady has said in the past that beer mats have been moved on and that's down to him and stuff like that. Now this lad, he's like I'm being shown, these barrels aren't here, it's a bigger space, and this is from the family that have been buried underneath.
If the little boy's here, if you're hiding or if you're just peeking out the shadows, can you bang on something? Just let us know that you're here. We're not here to harm you. We just want to communicate with you. Just let us know you're here.
There was a slight tap in that corner. If you heard that or not. That was you making that tap. Can you do it again but a bit louder please? Come towards us. Stand near the equipment on the floor or make a noise.
Or can you touch one of us? Can you see us?
If you can do this, if I knock on this, if you can copy me.
So when you were saying about this, it's quite busy down this side here, this left side of me, on the wall. What era is it from?
I'm going to go back, I'm going to go, I'll say before, late 17, early 1800s. I don't know if this building was there. And it's just busy, everyone's just coming and going.
Is that at this level or higher up?
It's showing this level. I don't know why it's showing this level, because we're underneath, aren't we?
Yeah.
But I'm just seeing people just coming and going, just constantly coming and going. It's really busy. But it's bizarre because it's all to the right, it's not to the left.
Right. Is it male and female?
Yeah. Male and females coming and going. And it's like this one. Last time I came down here and I was talking to the landlady, I'm like that. Like I said, this wall needs to go further back. I need to go that way. And it's just busy all the time. It's just a busy, like a thoroughfare, just like a street, like a busy street, which I can't explain because, like I said, we're underneath.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a weird one, that. Someone stood at the door. Not you, Rachel.
Yeah, it's okay, I figured it wasn't me.
You feel anything there?
I don't know, to be honest.
Is anyone physical stood at the door? Hold on.
Paula?
No, she's upstairs.
No. It's not Paula.
Flash. Flash. Oh. Flash.
Is anyone stood in the doorway? Can you come forward into this room, please? Into the cellar? Make yourself known. What are you getting under? You getting...
What happened then, Rachel?
Touched on the bum.
No, Dave was asking for nothing to touch, isn't it? Yeah. And we're stood back here and he's nowhere near that barrel.
And nowhere near the pipe near. There's a pipe there in front of me.
I'm just seeing someone stood near the door. And it's not other boys.
It's not my shadow, is it?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
no, it's
taller
not.
than you, mate, Joe.
I went to the toilet and it was the first time I'd been to the toilet tonight, and she said, if you feel anything, let me know. And she hadn't discussed anything. I don't think she'd spoken to any of you either.
No.
And I went in the toilet and I started getting a pain here
Right.
and then in my neck. So I'd have said, if it was just the neck pain, I'd have said hanging, but because the pain was here, I reckon more strangulation.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
So we both picked up on,
And you picked
Same,
you got pain in your ear, so you came
pain
in and
in
you stood in the
left
toilet
ear.
as well.
yeah.
That's in the toilet, you picked that where you got
Yeah.
that pain in your left ear. So that's interesting. I am getting hangings to do with this location. And like I said, that I've not researched it, but Paul, the landlady, did after I came the first time. So there was an old police station
Yeah.
at the back of the pub.
Right,
So
that
whether
would
that's
make
to do,
sense as well.
whether they would have done that,
Hangings,
done that,
holding cells.
yeah. So yeah, I've picked up on hangings in this location. Also, with there's also a man upstairs. Now I've got a name for this male. When I first came, this is the male I was first called in for a couple of months ago, and the gentleman's called Brian. Now he is an old landlord of this pub. After a visit,
So before it was the Queen's.
I don't know if it was the
something
Queen's. Before,
else.
when I came and visit, gave Paul the information. She then researched it and found out there was a landlord called Brian who passed.
Right.
Now he was basically running the shop. He was calling the shots in the pub. Public were coming in. If he didn't like, he was stopping the pumps from working, so they couldn't get served alcohol. So once I moved the negative spirit upstairs away, because that's what he wasn't liking, and moved some other things away, he sort of like changed where he can now go upstairs. He's quite a decent. He's a decent.
Is that the one she gets on okay with?
Yeah, he's a And I said there's two lads who come into location in living lads. They have a brothers up very, very close, and she said, yeah, that's right, there's two lads who are really, really close. They're going to come in, and she had a bad vibe about them. I'm not going to say what it was,
Yeah.
there's no proof. But she had a bad vibe about them. Now, Brian, the previous landlord, didn't like them either. Every time they come in, he'll stop the pumps from working so they couldn't be served alcohol. When I turned up tonight, I asked Paula, and she said they've stopped coming. So he's still quite, even though he's in spirit, he's still. He's
still in charge.
He's still in charge, but he's not calling the shots. I've said to Paula, be strong. Tell her that you run it.
Yeah. You can assist me. You can help out when I want you to.
Yeah. But he's a good spirit. He's upstairs and he's all about, and now he is about, and he's not happy about us doing this, but he's not nasty about it. He's just, because we're the first team ever to do this. I've been in here twice just on my own, or but there's never been a paranormal scene in this location.
Right.
So it's a big thing, if you know what I mean. It's a big thing for him.
So us coming in, it's new to them.
Yeah, it stirred a lot up really, and like this one who's being quite negative, it stirred all that up. And this one who's negative, I was saying to Dave before, I believe it's to do with the fireplace. The fact that I picked up in it in the past, Julie felt sick near the fireplace.
Yeah.
You've never been here before.
No.
First thing you do is put your hand on the fireplace.
Yeah, as we come down to the cellar, I'd seen the fireplace and for some reason acknowledged it, and then sort of turned round and I had to put my hand on it.
Right.
But
Right. So yeah, so there is a lot in this location, but I am still seeing a male in this doorway, and he's watching us and he keeps popping round. I'm even seeing his shadow down the crack of the door.
Yeah.
I keep seeing him come past.
is he not coming close enough to you for you to get a name or anything? Is it one that you've already
I
met?
think this is the dad of the three that I've told you about.
Yeah.
I think this is the dad. Like I said, he's quite guarded over his family, which he would be, any father is. And he's not negative, he's not nasty, he just seems to be watching from a distance. But I've still got the one who's following about, who's shouting loads of nasty stuff. And so it'd be interesting when we go upstairs if we do any if we do a board or something like that, see what we get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we go there now?
Yeah, can do.
As the camera was turned off, so the team could relocate upstairs, a groan was heard in the cellar.
Can you make that noise again, please?
What it is, was lovely, was the rest of you could smell sulphur and rotten eggs while you were down here, like Paul got before. And
Start EVP. Oh, yeah, start EVP again.
You're intrigued about the fireplace.
My first visit when I come to the pub, I was asked about the spirit. I told about Brian. I didn't know his name at first when I first called him, got his name. Now, Brian's not the guy who's here who's being quite angry about the fireplace. Now, when we came here today, like Rachel's not been here before, first thing she done was touch the fireplace. She felt sick and she had to sit down. He doesn't like anyone coming near the fire.
Rach, come here.
Can I just point out that I asked it to go up to 70?
Yeah, and it has.
And it has.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, what do you want me here for?
Can't stand there. Why did you feel like you had to touch the fireplace?
I don't know. We were walking this way to go to the cellar, and I'd already seen it, and I doubled back and just had to touch the fireplace.
Was it something that drew you to it?
Yeah, I don't know what though.
And you were saying,
To me, whatever, if it's still up there, or if it was in there, and being shown it's long and it's something metal and it's wrapped up in cloth. Now, I'm not saying it was used for something and it was hid. Now the male is actually he's quite nasty and quite angry at the fact that we're here. He's been saying all sorts to me, nasty stuff. This and telling me to do things, and I'm backing him off. Really strong.
is he here now?
He's here now. He's been with us since a bit. You know, when we were downstairs. He's here now.
So he's actually in this
Yeah,
room?
yeah, he's in his room. Yeah, and he's in your face. If you know what I mean, he's in your face. I don't get threatened easy, but I'm finding him quite intimidating and quite threatening.
Is he just picking on you, or is he picking on all of us?
Mainly me. He's just not happy that we're doing this. He's not. It's like we're going to find his secret out, you know, and he seems quite protective over that. Also, as well, which I've said in the past, there's a dog roaming.
Right.
There's a dog walking around in the pub as well, which is a nice dog. It's just likes walking about. There's a lot of energies in the bar area. There's a lot. I asked the landlady Paula about a female who came in and living. She came in for a drink and she fell to the floor. And everyone thought that she was intoxicated. They said it wasn't the case. It was the fact that she come into the bar and she was very sensitive and she just got overwhelmed with the activity and she just dropped. You know, so that's how it gets you in here sometimes. It's just, there's a lot. And if you come in and you're sensitive and you don't open yourself up and you don't lock yourself down, you could be looking for trouble in a sense.
So if you're seeing this one guy, is there more than one person in this room?
Yeah, there is.
More than one spirit.
Yeah, there's a few. There's a gent who sits in that corner.
Yeah.
He sits there quite happy watching people. He finds it amusing. He likes watching them get intoxicated and being idiots.
Yeah.
And he just watches them and he's quite happy. There's also a gent who sits over here, and I've mentioned this in the past. Now, the customers are at the bar laughing at him saying, look at that, bloody blah, he's asleep and all this, and they left it, turned out he passed. He actually passed in the pub.
Right.
Well, they thought he was asleep and they thought it was amusing that he was slumped over. You know, he hadn't passed. And he still comes and goes. So there is a lot of energies in the bar area. And there's also, a lot before. But then, like I said, it's not right, this building, it's not right. There's been a lot of changes and some spirits aren't happy with that.
Right. Can I go out for a minute?
Andrew took a short break, as he felt the negative spirit that was in the room was getting too close and personal.
So obviously you just had to take 5 minutes. And
Yeah.
Is it the same guy that's following you around?
He's
getting in your face?
being quite threatening, he's being quite personal, he's being quite, he was just saying things about me, he was saying things about my children, which I'm not happy with, and that's why I had to get out. I had to get away from that for a minute. He's just trying to get to me through any means.
Yeah.
He's just trying to break. It's like a bully. Bullies will try and pick on you, weak spots, and they'll go for that. And he's just.
So Do you think if we start doing a board or something, it's going to start coming in and
Hopefully, yeah.
causing a bit
Let's hope
of
so.
problems?
Let's see if you can actually spell out on the board some of the things you're saying to me. That'd be
Mhm.
interesting.
Should we get on with
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
So does any spirits in this room come forward? Please spell out your name. We're not here to disrespect you. We'd just like to communicate with you.
No.
Come on, can you use our energy? Spell out your first name, please.
I've just been given a name, so let's see if it spells that out.
Please use the letters to spell out your name for us.
I couldn't say what name, I'm just going to just been told Victor.
If your name's Victor, can you take the planchette to yes, please?
Victor, are you the male who's not happy about us being here? If it is, move the planchette to yes, please. In your respect and the will of peace and respect. If there's any other spirits here who wish to communicate, move the planchette to yes, please. I'll move it to the first letter of your name.
I just moved it in.
Yes, move it. Come on, use our energy around the table. Move it to the first letter of your name, please. You hear that?
Yeah. Who's out there? No one.
Anyone walking about? Right, stop messing about and stop the threats. Okay? Give us a true message, none of our names are on this table. We mean your respect, even though you're being nasty to us. Give us your name, please.
S.
Next initial, please.
ST. Who's ST? Why?
Next initial, please. ST, move to the next one.
Why are they picking on me?
Feel the energy drips. It makes me shake.
Yeah, look at me.
Yeah,
Next letter, please. We've not got all night, so come on.
Oh, that's a bit move.
ST.
That's not a name. Can you go to next initial, please?
think so. Steve. I'm only guessing.
Next initial, please.
Who's Steve? Right.
Next initial, please.
Use our energy, move to the next letter, please. How are you feeling, Dave?
Alright.
Why?
Next initial, please.
Oh, that was me.
Go on, move to the next letter, please.
Steph.
I think I know who it is. I think I know who it is. Your brother.
Your brother. You're right.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
right.
okay, mate. Yeah.
Who's Steph?
Stephen was my brother.
Was it?
Died at age 62. Heart attack.
Okay. So maybe the JUL has got nothing to do with anything.
It could be different energies coming through.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't forget there's several that come through.
There's different energies coming through. So that could be.
Is that the
Dave's-
other stuff? But it could even be someone that pisses around and pretends to be
So when
someone.
they do that, Dave, you've in the past I've had it where they spout out my relations with the past and then nothing to do with me, they're just winding us up.
Was the person coming through on the spirit board David's late brother, Stefan? Or was it the negative spirit that had been following Andrew around all night, impersonating and tricking the team into thinking it was Stefan? With the paranormal activity seeming to fade, the team decided to end the investigation. Before Andrew, the team's medium, left the building, he managed to move the negative spirit over. Since the team's investigation, the landlady has said the activity had calmed down, and she said that she wasn't as uneasy going upstairs, where they lived. Until next time, paranormal friends, keep believing.